This is not a Trump video. No, no, no. If that's what you're looking for, swipe left. This is another video that's part of my vacation series because I'm heading back to the Philippines. So what I want to do with this video is give you some thoughts on how you might want to book your vacation based on how I book mine. I typically go to the Philippines for 2 weeks at a time. So I want to maximize the amount of time that I actually get to spend in the Philippines. And it's important to think about how I book my flights to make sure that I'm spending as much time as possible in country as opposed to in transit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you basically how I book my flights. You might not want to book yours the same way, but this can give you some thought starters for how you want to approach your flight and the booking. Let's take a look. Let's imagine that this is a calendar. What I'm showing you right here is how I book my vacation. And this will give you a sense for how you can maximize your time in the Philippines if you're taking like a 2-week vacation. So what you're looking at, like you got Monday, and I just kind of made this up. So Monday would be the first of the month, and you see how the days play out. If you're taking your 2 weeks of vacation, you're taking that week of the 1st and that week of the 8th as vacation days. Well, those are your out of office days, but notice when I'm leaving. So I'm actually flying out to get to the Philippines on Friday before my vacation officially starts. Like after you get off work, go straight to the airport. And then look at when I'm returning. I'm returning on Sunday morning. Let me explain to you how this works, but I do just want to pause for a second to make sure you get a good look at this. The Friday before your vacation officially starts, you leave. The Sunday before your vacation officially ends, you come back. Now let's talk about it. Okay, so let me explain why I booked my flight that way, and it can help you think about how you want to book your flights. Big picture, the idea for me is I want to spend as much time in the Philippines as I can. So I want to leave as soon as possible and return as late as possible. This helps me to do that, but it also works out with the time zones and just with my own biology. You're going to be in the air for a good 16 hours plus whatever layovers you have. What I found is the more time that you can sleep on that flight, the better. It's still 16 hours in the air and you're just going to have to suck some of that up, but basically, if you're tired when you get on that plane and you sleep for 8 hours, that cuts down on the amount of time that you're basically going through the entertainment center on the plane trying to keep your mind occupied. Leave on Friday night, arrive in the Philippines on Sunday morning. Yes, you lose 12 hours, remember, as soon as you get on the plane. If you were to leave on Saturday morning, well, then you would be arriving in the Philippines on Sunday night. Personally, I don't like arriving in the Philippines at night because I'm going to be jet lagged, and what I don't want to do is land in the Philippines in the middle of the night. I can't sleep, there's nothing open, and I kind of lose a few hours because that first night I'm just sitting there watching Netflix since I don't really have anywhere to go, and I can't get myself back to sleep. Now on the return, the real benefit for me is that I can wait until the last minute, which is Sunday morning, leave on Sunday morning, and I get back home on Sunday night because I regain 12 hours. That makes for a wonderful vacation. It always feels like a little bit of a cheat to know that I could stay until Sunday morning and make my return. Now, sure, you run some risks. If I have a flight delay and I get stuck, well, I'm basically going to be calling into the office saying, hey, I'm stuck someplace. I'm not going to be in on Monday, but when I finally land, I'll figure it out. Haven't had that happen yet. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but that is a risk. So those are things to think about. Those are things I would encourage you to think about. And hopefully this helps you to figure out how to maximize the amount of time you get to spend in the Philippines when you make your trip. I'm going to be back in the Philippines at the end of the month, and I'm going to be enjoying my 2 weeks while I'm there. I've been there a few times, and I plan on returning again next year. And what I really want to do is just help guys to navigate whether the Philippines makes sense for them by helping you to get answers to your questions. Maybe it's something you want to do, maybe it's something you don't. If you've got a clear understanding of what you're up against, then I think it'll help you to make the decision. So, if you like the content, if you want to follow along, click subscribe, and hopefully this helps you out.